In this video, we're going to complete example 5 and example 6 on solving one-step equations involving subtraction. Let's take a look at example 5. What side is the variable on? The variable is on the left side of the equal sign, so I'm going to put an L. What is the problem number? The problem number is the 7. The 7 is what we're trying to get rid of. What is the original operation? Well, the original operation is subtraction. And what is the inverse operation? It's addition. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. Whatever you do to the left side of the equal sign, you have to do to the right side of the equal sign to keep both sides balanced, to keep this equation equal. -7 plus 7 is a zero pair. So I drew a 0 around it and then I crossed it out to show that the x is all that remains on the left side. 13 plus 7 gives us 20. So our final answer is x equals 20. Let's look at example 6. What side is the variable on? This time the variable r is on the right side, so I'm going to put r to represent right side of the equal sign. What is the problem number? Well, the -2 is the problem number. It's keeping the r from being alone. What is the original operation? So this is where it gets tricky. So let me just explain this to you in as simple terms as I can. Between the -2 and the r, you will see addition. So in between, if you see in between addition or subtraction, what you need to do next is look on the left side of the number. On the left side of the number shows a negative. So I want you to think of this as the original operation being subtraction and the inverse operation being addition. Because when I add 2 to -2, I form a zero pair. The point when you're adding and subtracting to solve an equation is to form a zero pair. That is what is going to make that -2 disappear. So -2 plus 2 gives us 0. On the other side, I also have to add 2. And then I guess what we should do next is we should use a number line. So I'm going to make a number line really quick. And we're starting at -5, and then we're going to go to the right 2. So I'm going to start at -5. And then I need to move to the right 1, 2 because I'm adding 2. And then I need to figure out what spot that brings me to. So this is my answer right here. If we're going to the right, the numbers are getting larger. So this would be -4, -3. So my answer is -3. I'm just going to draw a little bit more of the number lines so that this makes a little bit more sense. So we just were moving to the right. So this is actually a larger number than -5. We added 2, so it makes sense that this would be a larger number. -2 plus 2 is 0, so you're left with r. And I want to put the variable on the left side at the end, and then I'm going to put the -3 on the right side. So the answer to this problem is r equals -3. This makes a little bit more sense. I also wanted to show the problem one more time over here. And I just want to show you, let's say that you didn't think you were supposed to add 2, but you thought you were supposed to subtract 2. Look what happens. If I subtract 2 from each side, I get -7 on the left, and on the right side I get -4 plus r, because -2 minus 2 is -4. If they're both negatives, it's not going to form a zero pair. So this is just to show you that it really is true that we were supposed to add 2, because if you have -2 plus 2, that's when you get a zero pair and you make it disappear.